That's me, Danny Cruz. No, the one in front. Behind me are my students. This summer, I had the honor of teaching a small group of students for a week, and I was so proud of their progress and performance. In a week, we learned a few tunes by ear, and we learned how to arrange a song for a small ensemble. This is my students' arrangement of Some Nights by Fun. Because they really understood the tonal and rhythmic patterns and their functions, they were able to create and memorize their parts in just a few days. They are playing with each other independently, and I am there mostly just for moral support. Needless to say, I was very proud of these 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. There are certain rudiments to music making that often go underaddressed, often in favor of decoding notation. Many times, I find that the students I get to work with are not used to being creative with their music making. I find that there are a few rudimentary pillars to music making, which are often not addressed in instrumental teaching. To me, they are meter, pitch, vocabulary, and singing. The first, though not necessarily the most important pillar of music making, is meter. All of my students are familiar with microbeats and macrobeats and how they are organized to give a feel of triple, duple, or mixed meter. Using movement through space, their voices, and their bodies, they interact with the meter to further their understanding.
And perfect. How do you feel?
Good.
Excellent. Okay. One more time. Here we go. Ready?
The second pillar of music making is pitch. My students have copious amounts of experience with tonal patterns in various tonal flavors, exploring each of the tonality's functions. Pitch is often isolated outside of a meter. Imitation, leading to ideation, and then exploration leads to an understanding of these concepts. It is important for students to imitate in a group as well as alone. This allows for active assessment to inform musical instruction for each student. Another fundamental pillar of musicianship is a vocabulary of tunes. When students are able to internalize a repertoire of musical examples, they can draw on these examples to enhance their understanding of the music they are listening to, creating, or otherwise interacting with. While playing tunes that are familiar to them, students are able to develop the technical aspects of playing their instrument.
Great. How about in C?
Students should be encouraged to play familiar tunes with one another, exploring bass, harmony, as well as melodic lines.
That squeaky sound is because you're going too fast there. So the lower you go, the slower you get. Let's try one more
We
time.
use this as an opportunity to discuss how to technically play the instrument to sound like what we hear in our minds. By extension, students should be able to sing and play unfamiliar melodies with familiar elements. The importance of singing cannot be overemphasized. Through singing, we can explore expression while not limited to the technical limitations the student may currently have on the instrument.
Great. Go and play it.
Notation used in a way that actively reminds students that the writing on the page represents sounds is useful for developing genuine reading. This can be done by reading and writing patterns in familiar and unfamiliar orders.
Tell me what it is.
Don't be so.
Good. Point to number 8. Okay. Bum bum.
Most of all, don't forget to have fun.